And we're back after another break. You were just listening to Commissioner Joey Gonzalez and City Councilman. Thank you so much, Chad McGill, for everything that they did. And we talked about Destination Bayfront, and not that Corpus doesn't want to grow, but we have to do it incrementally, and we have to take care of our sidewalks and our streets first. And my heart goes out to Miss Greenwell and her daughter. One example of sidewalks that need to be fixed, and they need to go out there and fix it now. So welcome back, the Lion of the Democratic Party. And I still say young because you're young. Joseph, how are you?
Hanging in there, brother.
Good to see you.
Younger than me.
And yeah, Commissioner, thank you for sticking around. We're going to talk about voter turnout. I know Chad is nonpartisan. We certainly are not. So this is the Democratic inner circle.
You're damn right we're slanted.
There you go. Carlos is trying to put the beep on there too late. But anyway, let's talk about that. How are we going to get out to vote, and how are we going to help people that, you know, now with this voter ID thing, I mean, Judge Watts, I interviewed, she threw down the white glove, the gauntlet,
yes,
and said, if you're going to be challenging me and you get one of these ballots that may or may not count, isn't that a way of suppressing the vote? Joseph, you first.
That's exactly what it is, Joe. You know, the very people, we saw it not just here with Judge Watts, you know, Senator Wendy Davis, even Greg Abbott, the very law that he pushed to...
Wow, backfired, huh?
Yeah, and he had to sign one of these papers as well. So this airs Friday, am I correct?
Yes, it's going to be November. Help me out here, 15th. With
This
Diamond
morning,
Dave.
yeah, this morning in Corpus Christi, the birthplace of the civil rights movement, there was a hearing on this very particular issue.
Tell us what happened.
In federal court. Well, hopefully it got overturned.
Who was the presiding judge?
Judge Ramos. Judge
yes.
Gonzalez Ramos, presiding judge.
It's been an honor to be in front of her more than a decade. Excellent judge.
There are some good plaintiffs, including some here from Nueces County.
Right.
I believe, you know, we've got a good group of people that are trying to challenge this very suppressive law. What this is, basically, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it one bit, is a poll tax.
It sounds like it.
No, it is a poll tax. Why? Because you need an ID to go vote. So if you need an ID, you need to go buy one if you don't have it. And then they say, oh, well, you need an ID to open a bank account, and you need an ID to, you know, check out movies or whatever. But guess what? There's people that do not have bank accounts.
Many seniors don't drive anymore, and they keep their money under their mattress. I don't know which mattress, but they got to hide it.
We were actually told by the people that run the elections here that our early voting sites, you know, some like the Greenwood Senior Centers, and the senior centers are saying that they might not use it as a voting site because a majority of the people that attend there or that live there in some of these retirement homes would not be eligible to vote under the new law in person.
This is so sad.
So this is who it's affecting. So, you know, what do? Do you take 30 seniors to go stand in the DPS line for 4 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours to get an ID card? So then the state of Texas says, okay, you can get a voter ID card for free. But to get this voter ID card, you need a birth certificate. So now you got to go to the county courthouse, pay $23.50
I don't know if I can find mine.
to get I don't have my birth certificate, to get a birth certificate, and then go back and get this card.
It's so overburdensome.
You're a
Anything that
lawyer.
suppresses the vote
You're a lawyer.
is unconstitutional.
Judge, you've been a judge, and you know you follow the law. The law says that there cannot be a charge for somebody to go vote. And if you have to go buy this birth certificate, then that's a charge.
Commissioner, you want to weigh in here?
You know, and the thing is, when you say they say, well, they can go to, they need an ID card to go to the bank and open up an account, but some people can't open an account because they got no money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it doesn't really make any difference. You know, but you know, I'm going to put it on the table the way it is. We're here because we're Democrats, but you know, this doesn't affect only Democrats. This affects Republicans and Democrats, and you know.
Well, that's why
individual parties.
Abbott is bringing this out, right?
It doesn't, you know.
He's going to lose votes too, isn't he, in the rural area, in Republican-controlled counties?
Because you know they don't. Whenever they do something, to me, I think their focus is how we're going to do the Democrat, how we're going to affect the Democrats. Well, but they see they're not thinking. Hey, man, wait a minute. Every party has a sector of the community that's poor, that's middle class, that whatever affects the other party affects them too. And so we need to let the people know from both parties. Hey, look, we're not doing it just for the Democrats. We're doing it for you too.
Right.
Because we fighting this for you, because you might be a Republican, you might be whatever, but you vote, and you're going to go through the same problems everybody is going through.
Well, and federal judge has their, the federal judges that have to face this have their hands full. So what do you anticipate if it goes sideways on here and they say, no, it's held to be constitutional? What's the next step in your legal team's arsenal?
Well, we're already working very hard, not from the legal team, but from the grassroots efforts. And
there you go.
As you know, Judge and Joe, and I've said it many times here on this show, we don't have the money that these Republicans have that are being backed by these big corporations. We don't have
the Koch brothers, the others, Crossroads of America, Karl Rove.
We don't have that, but what we do have, and what we have always had, is the power of the people.
As Destination Bayfront said.
And the people will get up and speak, and the people will get out there. Just in the month of October, I come on here about once a month, and I give you an update of what the Battleground has been doing, the state party, and Nueces County. We're all working together right now. Just in the month of October, we had training sessions every single Saturday. One of those Saturdays, we had Wendy Davis come in, stop by, and pay us a visit.
She's an awesome lady.
The
very down to earth.
Commissioner was there. Commissioner can tell you there. We had about 200 people at the headquarters, standing room only. People were they were waiting outside to get in. But the thing is, those people got trained. So in the month of October, we trained close to about 500 people. These are people that, these are people that can go out and look for new voters. So, the month of October was great. The numbers have increased. We started, I think I told you, 150 a month, and we're at 200 a month. Now we're getting close to 500. If we stay the way we're going by the end of the primary season and we're at 500 a month, and we've trained 2,000 or 3,000 people more.
But, I think what also, Joseph, don't forget, I think to me what's very important for us to consider, and I've been pushing it in the senior centers, is look, if we have to go to Plan B, everybody needs to mail in. Everybody has to do a mail in, and this is where we need to really educate our people to go back and say, all right, maybe we won't have voting at the senior center, but everybody there will do a mail-in ballot.
Yeah.
So do a mail-in ballot. You don't even have to have an ID.
Mail-in ballot.
And here's something that takes effect
more.
January 1.
Drum roll.
Or 3, January 3, 2014 takes effect. It used to be, and Judge, you've been involved in campaigns, so you know this well. For the primary, you have to request a ballot. If there's a runoff, you got to request a ballot. In the general election, you got to request a ballot. Your city elections, you got to request a ballot. Now, January 3rd, you can send in your application, and they will automatically send you a ballot for every single election from January 1 to December 31.
There you go. And how
making
do
it
they
easier,
get that
making it
information?
easier. 60. We will be. They can call us at the headquarters,
Hey,
or
what's the
call
number?
me directly. 232-9670.
232-9670.
Or stop by the office, either the one on Alameda above the AT&T store, or our Unity headquarters at 823 North Tonkawa.
And then 30 seconds left.
Well, I
anything
just want
to
to say that regardless how we do this, it's just so important, and we saw it in Destination Bayfront. And if you don't go out and vote, you're not going to change anything. If you vote, you're going to change. You can change the world.
It was amazing. I thought it was going to pass, and I said 42 acres of our beautiful
Bayfront. It was
Bayfront.
awesome to see 65% people, the vote.
That slammed it down.
And I said, wow, just think what can happen if we do this, during election time. And they can, and I'm just telling people out there, don't sit back there and wait for somebody else to do it. You need to vote. You need to get your family to vote. And we need to change. The only change we're going to make if you actually go out there and vote, whether it be a mail-in, whether it be at the polls. But we've got to do one or the other.
Well, Joseph Ramirez, the Lion of the Democratic Party, you can reach him at 232-9670, and also get involved at 823 Tonkawa and help us out. Phone banking is needed. Donations are welcome. And also Commissioner Jag, 24/7 out there, always helping. And he's coming up and facing an election. We want him to have the full support of the voters out there. He's doing a great job. So thank you, gentlemen, for coming on.
Thank you.
And believe me, they'll be on more and more as the elections heat up in 2014.
Have you or a loved one suffered a stroke, heart attack, unexplained low blood pressure, or death during dialysis? The FDA has issued warnings and recalled the product Granuflo and Naturalite used in dialysis. At least one national company failed to warn the public that over 900 people had suffered cardiac arrest or death. A condition called metabolic alkalosis developed, which may have caused the harm. Call the law offices of Joe Flores today. With a combined 25 years of experience in the medical field and as a trial lawyer, Joe Flores can help. Call now.
Hi, this is attorney and board-certified nurse practitioner Joe Flores on behalf of Vasquez Flores Home Health. Nursing homes have their place, but having care in your own home is very important. Call today for more information. Backed by over 20 years of experience, registered nurse Priscilla Vasquez can answer your questions about home care. Call 881-9922. That's 881-9922 today.
I think it's a betrayal of public trust. That is just not ethical.
I left the Democratic Party because of her.
The reason is because you're taking Republican money.
The money of those people that pay me as a consultant. What are you taking? What did you take in Crosstown? Took money. I saw it and I saw them pay you checks.
Okay, hold on.